everyone, and welcome to the next Chao Garden episode, possibly the last one for a good long while, because I have learned some things that have displeased me. And unfortunately, it is nearly impossible to separate out the fact from the fiction, the superstition, and the myth when it comes to the Chao Garden. God, Sonic, please get out. Okay. I went ahead and picked up a bunch of flying animals from the sky deck, and we're just gonna start working on our Chao here at the Mystic Ruins. And while we're working on them, I am going to start talking about what I have learned. So first off, it is nearly impossible to separate the fact from the fiction in Chao Garden and Chao races. Oh my god. Everyone has their own beliefs on what's going on. The most reliable source I found is the Chao Island Wiki, which says that, for example, stamina does nothing, which is pleasant. But it doesn't really give any info on how to actually win the races beyond its RNG. All the information I'm finding online is along the lines of, or at least all the information that seems reliable is along the lines of, you just need really, really high stats in every category in order to actually win the races. It seems like, from my experience, and I can test this a little bit since I have a few younger Chao and a few older Chao, it kind of seems like older Chao get put up against more powerful opponents. So older Chao are expected to have more stats in order to actually do well. So that's unpleasant, because if that's true, then that basically means that the only way to win is to focus on one specific Chao and just grind those stats. Okay, can you please get back up here and not run away so I can actually, feed you some animals? I want to raise all of my Chao. I don't want to pick favorites. I don't like the idea of being forced to pick one Chao and just grind its stats. Oh god, they tripped. I'm sorry, Egil. I don't like that. That feels bad to me. But yeah, I can test if age has anything to do with the power of the Chaos that you go against. But from what I'm hearing, it sounds like you just need to have a high enough... Oops. You just need to have high enough stats in general. Like, I'm hearing around 1,000 points worth of stats in every category is about enough to start winning races. Like, so there's a few possibilities for how the difficulty of the races could be determined. It could be down to the age of your Chao. Older Chao have more difficult opponents, and therefore it's harder for them to win. They need higher stats. Alternatively, it could be based on the total level of all of your Chao stats. E.g., you have more levels, like add up all the different levels that your Chao has, and that sum determines like the difficulty of the other Chao you'll be facing. If that's the case, then there's a whole different problem. The problem becomes, if you work on stamina at all, then given the fact that stamina does nothing in the races for Sonic Adventure 1, then raising your stamina will actually handicap you. It'll screw you in the races. But that would also mean that you aren't being forced to raise one Chao. Just focus on one Chao at a time and just force feed them a whole bunch of animals. So, pros and cons there. I don't know which I would prefer. Both suck. If you get a Chao to full maturity, if you raise a Chao all the way through their childhood, through their adulthood, and all the way to the end of their life, and treat them well the whole way and their happiness is high enough, they can actually reincarnate into a new Chao. They'll start off with their stats reduced to level 1, with the actual points reduced to 10% of whatever they had when they reincarnated. So, depending on how exactly it works, well actually whether it's age or level based, that could actually give you a huge advantage on second life Chao and later. But not on first life Chao. So that sucks either way, and I hate it. ultimately, it just kind of feels like the Chao Garden races in Sonic Adventure 1. It kind of feels like they're designed to just be obnoxious, annoying, and miserable. Because it's so RNG, and there's so little you can do to control your Chao's ability to actually do well in the races. You can give them these animals to get them stronger, but the other Chao they compete against get stronger via methods which are seemingly unknowable, since nobody can come to a conclusion on what actually makes the other Chao stronger. Oh my god, this is getting irritating. I just cannot get it to work today. But yeah, like, since it seems like nobody can come to a conclusion on what actually makes the opponent stronger, it's nearly impossible to tell, like, what do you actually need to do to win the races? And since winning the races is really the only goal other than an abstract, just raise your Chao and have fun with them, it kind of just feels bad. I'm not good with open sandbox do whatever games. Like, I appreciate Minecraft for what it is. I don't like it. I don't like playing it, not because it's bad, but just because it's not my type of game. But like, without the Chao races as something to focus on, the Chao Garden in Sonic Adventure 1 is just not appealing to me, unfortunately. I remember loving it as a kid, but as a kid I had a lot more free time, so I could just spend hours and hours and hours in here just goofing around and having fun. I don't have that as an adult, so like, it just isn't appealing to me anymore. And that's a tragedy. Now, I do remember Sonic Adventure 2 having a much better Chao Garden. To the point that, like, I'm pretty sure nearly everyone who plays these games just objectively prefers Sonic Adventure 2's Chao Garden. It's just better in every way, apparently. So, hey, maybe the experience will be much better once we get to Sonic Adventure 2, but there's a real good chance that this is just the last Chao Garden episode for Sonic Adventure 1? I could try and, like, pick one Chao and hyper grind them out until they are winning races and doing well, but that's just so tedious. That will take so long, especially with how bad my luck is with the dang animal glitch. And the animal glitch would be the only viable way to really do it then. Otherwise, you're just running the same stages over and over and over and over again to get, like, maybe a couple levels at a time. Like, Chao Garden is almost only good if you're interested in the Chao races by using the glitch. That sucks too. I hate that this entire video is just me ranting and being negative about it, but like, I have come to the conclusion that Sonic Adventure 1's Chao Garden is not for me as an adult beyond the Chao races, and the Chao races are bad. Or at the very least, obtuse enough that it is unreasonable to actually try and figure out how to do them. Or to actually try to do them, because like, it is not really viable to tell what you're supposed to even be doing. And the best case scenario almost seems to be like, raise your Chao up to the best you can, and then wait for them to reset into their second life after they get old enough that they reincarnate. And then hope that that's what you need to do to actually start winning races. You need those high stats from a reincarnation. It's disappointing. I loved the Chao Garden so much as a kid, and as an adult, it's just not for me. And the parts that are for me just seem bad. And that's so disappointing. Anyways, apologies for being so negative, but it needed to be said. Chao Garden in Sonic Adventure 1 has problems, it seems. So, yeah, this could very well just be the last time we visit the Chao Garden in Sonic Adventure 1. If/when we get to Sonic Adventure 2, I will look into how to transfer my Chao over to Sonic Adventure 2, because I know it is possible. I know for a fact it is possible because I did it as a kid. But it might require hardware that I no longer have. So that could be tricky. So I think for today, we are just going to attempt to feed the Chao, it appears they are not that interested in being fed. Here, we got one more. And then we're gonna go try a few Chao races. Alright then. I have done my best. Yeah, we're gonna go try a few Chao races. And then I think we're just gonna have to be done. Because unfortunately, it's not great. It's got issues. It's for the parts that are good are for a particular type of gamer that isn't me. And that's just how it is. Alright, let's try the Chao races one more time. Who are we sending out? Who is our all-rounder who we want to send out? Run is the most important stat because that is going to determine how fast you're actually going through everything and completing all the challenges. We're sending out Hythlodaeus, I suppose. Hythlodaeus, you are our final hope. We're going to send you out on all of the races once each. We're going to see what happens. And may we finally win something at all. But yeah, I'm hearing something like 1,000 points in each stat is around what you need to actually start winning these races. And I don't know if that's true or not, but you immediately fall asleep. Why? I'd hope to make this a longer ongoing series as we slowly grind up our Chao towards victory, but yeah, this ain't working. And sometimes you just gotta know when to call it quits, and that is perfectly fine. And now is the time to call this quits, unfortunately. Gosh dang it. See, like, and Hythlodaeus is still a child Chao, I'm pretty sure. Right? Hang on, let me actually double check that when we go into the Chao select. Hythlodaeus is not walking because Hythlodaeus is below 150 points of run. Yeah, you know, you're still a child. If I knew what actually determined what makes the other Chao stronger in races, that would make this so much more tolerable because then I could actually make a plan on what to do, on how to win these. I also just, what makes them fall asleep in races? Like, genuinely, what is it that makes them fall asleep? There has to be something that I am missing, something fundamental I am missing that is just seemingly not explained anywhere. I can't find anything online that actually describes in a concrete manner that doesn't sound like superstitions that have made their way into popular belief. There has to be information out there somewhere, and I can't find it. Everything is superstition, myth, just what people have done that seems like it works for them, but it doesn't work for other people. Maybe I should learn how to disassemble this game and analyze all the Chao code. I probably could, but I don't think I care enough. And this too, I'm curious what actually determines whether the Chao jumps off the bridge or not. Is it entirely random? Is it based on your stats? Is there like some threshold at which point they start jumping off the bridge more because jumping off the bridge is faster? Come on! You are getting very lucky with the speed boost though, and I should be more on top of actually hitting those sooner, because the sooner you hit them, the bigger the boost is. Hurry up! You're getting a lot of boosts. I appreciate that, but also, wow. The game is really taking pity on us. Oh, crap, that was the wrong one. I was trying to be more on top of okay. Well, this is a failure. Hey, you woke right back up. Yep, alright, well, there's the inevitable loss. Alright, well, we have 2 more races to attempt. They're not gonna go well, but we can certainly try them. And, like, Hythlodaeus has pretty good balanced stats for being a child. So maybe it's... I know. Maybe all these Chao have actually just a specific level of stats. Its scales actually varies little. And I just really need to have a really high stat so I can overcome them. I don't know. This is frustrating. Sapphire Core, Strong Chao, and Chao who can swim, I believe it was? Oh, right, this is the climb up and then jump into the water. This is going fantastically, isn't it? You would think this game is 25 years old? You would think there'd be more extensive documentation on how this works, but I can't find anything. Maybe I just can't. Maybe there is a really good resource out there and all my Google searching is leading me everywhere except there. This game is 25 years old! As of this recording, how is there not better documentation on this? It's wild! You would think that people would be really into documenting this, especially back in the early days. Especially with what a freaking huge niche, like what a cult classic the Chao Garden was. Though maybe it was Sonic Adventure 2's Chao Garden that everyone remembers fondly. And maybe that's why this one doesn't have any attention on it. Or at least first place fell asleep. They all fell asleep. Okay, fair. That was probably an exhausting climb for them. Please give me a speed boost so I can pull ahead. You are not my Chao. You're not getting my speed boost. Stop that. It sure is being generous with the speed boost in these last few races. Please don't. No, wrong one. Oh, gosh dang it. All right, don't cheer while you're trying to swim. It makes you stop. And there's the inevitable loss. Don't fall asleep. Where's number 5? Oh, wait, wrong one. Okay, well, at least we got not last. Okay, one more race to go, and then we give up. This is just utterly soul-crushing. Dang, and we were 8 milliseconds late, too. We couldn't even get the funny pie number. Alright, well... Yeah, your stats are comparable to Asm. Except for stamina. Alright, Ruby course. Let's try. Final race for the Chao Garden. And you immediately fall asleep. Okay. Well, this is off to a fantastically poor start. Please, please get in front. Hurry up. There we go. We're not gonna win, but at least we're not completely in last again. That is a short race. That is a really short race. Hey, we didn't even get the last two. Hooray. Yeah, this is disappointing. God, if anyone has like a good, reliable resource that is like fully documented on how exactly the Chao work, I would love to know. Please? I am begging you. Because this is soul crushing. If I just knew how they worked, this would be so much easier, so much better, so much more fun for me. I'm disappointed. So, I guess that's gonna be it for Chao Garden, unless something revolutionary happens before we get to Sonic Adventure 2. We'll see more Chao eventually when we get to Sonic Adventure 2, but for now, I'm just gonna leave it here. This is a very sad note to end on. I'm frustrated, I'm disappointed, I've made my feelings clear. I will see everyone next time, eventually, once we get to Sonic Adventure 2 for more Chao. In the better Chao Garden.